Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Lutfia Adiba.
My name is Khalifa.
In this video, we will presentation about our topic. Our topic is three major kinds of moral theories of introduction to ethics. First, consequence-based theories. Consequentialism is a class of normative theological ethical theories that argue that the consequences of a person's behavior are the final basis for any judgment about the right or wrong of that behavior. So, from a consequentialist point of view, morally correct or inaction, action is one that will produce a good outcome.
With a full team of consequentialists argue in general that an action is true if and only if the action, or in some sense the rules under it, will result in, perhaps will result in, or are intended to produce, a greater balance of good evil than the available alternatives. Consequentialist theories differ in the way they define moral goods, with the main candidates including pleasure, the absence of pain, the satisfaction of one's preference, and a broader sense of the common good. Designer will produce hundreds of thousands of slides each year in dozens of languages for thousands of clients around the world.
Second, deontological theories. The term deontology comes from the Greek word deons, means obligation or something which is required. Figure theory deontologist was Immanuel Kant, 1724 until 1804. In this theory, which is be the basis of the good and the bad behavior is obligatory. An act is good, and because that we are obligated to do. Well deeds are bad, then forbidden for us. This theory confirms a good or bad the behavior is not judged by the impact it causes, however, obligation.
So also, why are we prohibited from stealing, corruption, jealousy? Because of the prohibited in all religious teachings, the deontology principle states the consequences that are born after the deed is done is another matter and shouldn't into consideration. Deeds never be good because the results are good. It's only because it's obligatory done. Therefore, it is understood that deontology has always been emphasized that deeds are not justified for its purpose, even though it's an act good intentions, but which way taken wrong then still can consider it good. For example, there is student aiming to obtain a grade point score high, but when he exams to everything you can to good value, including by the way cheat and so on, then such behavior still cannot consider it good. So this theory is very contrary to theory teleological that we discussed previous.
And virtue-based theories approaches. Virtue ethic refers to a collection of normative ethical philosophies that place an emphasis on being rather than doing. Another way to say this is that in virtue ethics, morality stems from the identity or character of the individual, rather than being a reflection of the action or consequence thereof of the individual. Virtue ethics can be contracted to deontological ethics and consequentialist ethics by an examination of the other two, the three being together the most predominant contemporary normative ethical theories.
Applied virtue ethics. First, social and political philosophy. Within the field of social ethics, Deirdre McCloskey argues that virtue ethics can provide a basis for a balanced approach to understanding capitalism and capitalist societies. The second is education. Within the field of philosophy of education, James Peck argues that virtue ethics can provide a rationale and foundation for peace education. The third is healthcare and medical ethics. Thomas Alred Fournet has argued that whistleblowing in the healthcare setting would be more respected within clinical governance pathways if it had a firmer academic foundation in virtue ethics. He called for whistleblowing to be expressly supported in the UNESCO Universal Declaration on Bioethics and Human Rights. Barry's quote argues that practical wisdom is an antidote to much of the inefficient and inhuman bureaucracy of modern healthcare system. The fourth is Technology and the Virtues. In her book Technology and the Virtues, Shannon Feller proposed a series of technomoral virtues that people need to cultivate in order to flourish in our social technological world. Honesty, self-control, humility, justice, courage, empathy, care, civility, flexibility, adaptation, perspective, and magnanimity.
And the last moral virtues. 1. Courage in the face of fear. 2. Temperance in the face of pleasure and pain. 3. Liberality with wealth and possession. 4. Magnificence with great wealth and possessions. 5. Magnanimity with great honors. 6. Proper ambitions with normal honors. 7. Truthfulness with self-expression. 8. Wittiness in conversation. 9. Firm lines in social conduct. 10. Modesty in the face of shame or shamelessness. And 11. Righteous indignation in the face of injury. Okay, friend, this is our presentation and thank you for your attention. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.